Okay. Do you need help hearing that? I was just weak. I would die if you just topple. Oh my God. As that happened, I was like, I would die if you just toppled over and if you just like took out my whole desk or something.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast live Saturday night. We're here to talk, have some fun, laugh a little bit, and make fun of some people who did some stupid shit. Right? Shout out to everyone. Where is everybody from? What is this? Let me know. Well, Alina, welcome to the live stream. I'm glad that you are here for the live stream. It's cool beans that you're here. Change this up. It's getting a little bit fast. New Zealand, Jacksonville, Rochester, Louisiana, good old North Carolina, Pittsburgh, North Carolina. A lot of North Carolinas here tonight. Arkansas, Mars. You from Mars? Elon says hi. Thank you. Hello. All right. Got some Vegas. Yeah, live a little dream down there. A lot of Aussies. I got a lot of Australians that watch me. I really do, and I feel honored because Australians are my favorite accent. Favorite. I mean, you could be an Ohio 3, but if you have an Australian accent, you're like an Ohio 8. Just if you're wondering, Australian ladies, that's your accent. Nor it's nice. Virginia. I've been to Virginia. I've been to Illinois a bunch of times. Never been to Estonia. Never been to Indiana, but my buddy did his stuff in Indiana. Chat's going way too fast. I can bring it up to 90 seconds. It is going pretty quick today. Yeah, I'll change it up a bit. Poland. It doesn't usually go that fast just because when everybody's throwing out where they live and stuff. 9 months for the Marylander. Ottawa. What's up? O-Town in the house. O-Dot. O-Vegas. Perth. Been there. Sarnia. My biggest fan base when I was in a rock band was from Sarnia. Used to play this thing called, what was it called? Something on the River? Or is it like Live on the River? I forget the name of it. It was, what was it? Oh yeah, Kira had her baby. Something on the River. It was great. Chicago. Hello. Wow, lots of peeps in this chat today. Well, wherever you're from, Toronto, best city on earth. Are you serious? Have you seen the rent prices in Toronto? Okay. No. Not the best city in the world. It's an okay city, but it smells like weed and piss. Okay? Let's be real. The Blue Jays do play there. The Leafs do play there. I get it. Raptors, we got some good stuff going on there. But your traffic and your rent prices can kiss everybody's ass. Do you know that there's a highway in Ontario? It's called the 407, and it bypasses Toronto, which is great, and it's an awesome thing. But it literally costs almost $100 to take it in its entirety. $100 to take a toll road. And it's not even fully owned by Canadians. It's, I think, owned by a bunch of corporations in different countries. $100. I took an exit by accident, and it cost me $10. Jeez. New York. I went to New York twice this summer. New York yesterday. Upstate. Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers, Penguins. I agree, Michelle. Lots of people need to hit that like button. Let's get this thing in the algorithm because we're going to talk about what Matt and Abby did. Oh my goodness. Well, the thing is, you don't have to, like someone said, they give up driving if you had to do that. You don't have to drive it, but you can also sit in traffic in Toronto for like 3 hours. So, yeah, Troy, I saw that she gave birth, and that's going to be my Monday video for show. Lil Tay, I don't know what happened to her. I think she's still doing stuff. Little kid just died, just falling off a cruise ship. What? That's my wife's worst nightmare, by the way. Kingston, all the time. There was murders in Kingston just this couple of days ago. I'm glad she made it too, although she did hemorrhage and bled a lot, and then she's like, can't wait to have more. This woman is determined to die, and that's crazy. I can watch some more. It's just taking time. I had lots to do this week, so I might watch some more with people if they want to do some live snarking. I still have to watch it. Apparently, there's some craziness. So, yeah, we're talking about it today. We're talking about that for sure. She almost died, but it was her best pregnancy. Of course, she's got to say that. And imagine being someone who lives the life in a way that you have to tell the internet that it was the best one ever when you almost died. Imagine that. Yeah, poutine's good, man. Poutine is delish. As long as it's made right. Okay. Where'd I get this hoodie? Made it. This is my son's company. It's called Never Forever. And he's had it since high school. And I love his designs and stuff. So nothing in the freeze dryer right now. I ordered a bunch of ready-made meals, like called ReadyWise from Costco. Each bucket has 150 meals in it, and I ordered 6 of them. So I've got nothing on the go yet, but I'm going to start pressure canning next because I bought a pressure canner. So I'm going to start doing that and seeing how that works. They left him in their room, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. All right. So I opened up the old Reddit forum, and this is what popped. Well, I actually messaged Abby after seeing this, to be honest with you, and I said, "What now? Like, what are you doing? Why are you like this? Why are you the way that you are?" Okay, and this is what was going on. I don't know if you can see that. So she said this. She was doing a whole bunch of like Instagram reels and posts about this cruise that they took their family on, about how it was basically the shittiest thing she's ever done. She can't believe she took, a her kids on this thing and hated it. Just didn't like it at all. Right? And how it's like not made for kids. First of all, how are you dumb? You have that much money and you're not going to take your children on a Disney cruise. Now, a lot of people have boycotted Disney, and maybe they've boycotted Disney for some reason. But if you have children, do yourself a favor and take them on a Disney cruise. Okay? Because they're literally made for children and weird, strange Disney adults, but it's for the children. Let's be real. Okay. Million things to do. The kids love the kids programs. The people that are there are absolutely bona fide trained at the Disney Institute for whatever leadership and stuff. And they are made for kids. They make it so much fun that your kids don't want to leave the kids program. Okay. They don't want to leave. It's so good. The kids don't even remember your name when you get there. Like, I don't know that person. I'm staying here. Okay. It's so good because the people are trained to be good at it. Okay. So all that to say, they're stupid for going on a non-Disney cruise. Okay. And she writes this. She's like, we ended up taking them for 5 nights and it became apparent that they weren't enjoying it. And therefore we weren't either. So then we switched our dinner time to after their bedtime and FaceTimed the monitors while we ate. FaceTimed the monitor. So they set up the monitors, then FaceTime their phone to watch the monitor. Okay. Baby monitors don't work on board unless you're only 10 feet away. So they turned the monitor on, FaceTime the monitor because it was close, and that worked much better for everyone. She then proceeded to delete this post because S hit the fan like no other. Okay? So there's a couple of problems with this. Okay? One, your Wi-Fi on a ship is not guaranteed. Okay. You also pay a lot of money for it, but it might not work. I was on a ship, it went out multiple times. So I imagine if the Wi-Fi goes out, you're just going to go back and check on your kids, blah, blah, blah. But first of all, don't ever leave your children anywhere alone in a strange place like a cruise ship. Okay. There is so much crime and weirdness and predator crap that goes on cruise ships. You would blow your mind. Okay. When I take my children on a cruise ship, they are within eye shot everywhere I go, or they're with one of the parents, or because we go with friends a lot. So we're always hanging out with everybody. There's never a time where my kids are ever off on their own. Ever. Like never. Okay. And so these people are outwardly sitting there celebrating the fact that they're a bunch of shitty ass parents saying we did this so we can enjoy ourselves. And the comments on this post don't disappoint either. Like, they're just like, it took them this long to realize that they hate their kids. And then someone said, I guess they've never heard of Madeleine McCann. And so I asked Grok to give me a medium breakdown of the Madeleine McCann story. Okay. And this is what it is. It's this. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann has captivated global attention since she vanished on May 3rd, 2007. From a holiday apartment in Praia de Luz, Portugal, where she was vacationing with her family. Here's a detailed breakdown of the case. The incident. Date and location. Madeleine, age 3, disappeared from apartment 5A at the Ocean Club Resort in the Algarve region of Portugal. Her parents, Kate and Jerry McGann, along with friends, were dining at a tapas bar about 55 meters away, checking on their children periodically. Now, depending on the ship that they are on, and I've probably been on the ship that they're on, okay, they're not 55 yards away from their child. They're not. They're likely floors and floors, probably about 5 to 10 minute walk away from where their kids are, depending. Maybe they're right up above the dining hall. It could be. At very minimum, it's taking them 3 to 4 minutes if they're running to get back to the room, no matter what. Okay. Also, it's not guaranteed you're going to be able to see this FaceTiming thing on the monitor. It's ridiculous that they did this. Like, yes, it might be worth a CPS call is what I'm saying. So Kate McCann discovered Madeleine missing around 10 p.m. The apartment's window was found open with the shutter raised and Madeleine's bed was empty. That is my absolute worst freaking nightmare. I don't know what I would do. I would freak out. I don't know. It is insane that this happened. So the initial investigation, local police, resort staff, and guests initially searched for Madeleine. The case quickly escalated, involving international media and law enforcement. So the suspects and theories. Initially, there were no clear suspects. Theories range from abduction to an accidental death followed by cover-up, with the McCanns briefly named as suspects by Portuguese police. So they're saying this girl accidentally died and the parents hid it. That's what some people are saying. Some key developments over the years. So there's been some sighting claims. Various individuals report seeing a man carrying a child around the time Madeleine disappeared, leading to multiple e-fits and public appeals for information. Christian Bruckner, in 2020, German authorities named Christian Bruckner, a convicted sex offender, as a formal suspect. Bruckner was linked to the area at the time of Madeleine's disappearance, and new evidence, including phone records, placed him near the scene. Searches and investigations. Over the years, there have been numerous searches, including one in 2023 at the Arid Dam, prompted by information linking Bruckner to the area. These searches have not conclusively found Madeleine, but have collected material for further analysis. And here's the public and legal reactions. Media coverage. The case has been one of the most reported missing persons cases, leading to widespread media coverage and books, documentaries. Legal battles. The McCanns face legal challenges, including libel cases against media outlet and a former Portuguese detective, Gonçalo Amaral, over claims in his book suggesting Madeleine died in the apartment. Public opinion is varied, with some sympathizing with McCann's ordeal, while others criticizing their decision to leave their children alone, sparking debates on child safety and privacy. This is what's happening. This is like, clearly they didn't hear about this. Clearly, there's just anybody in this chat. Would you honestly do this? Be real with me. Like, be real. You're on a cruise 5 nights. Your dinner is set at a certain time. Your kids hate it. They scream. They yell. They don't want to be there. What do you do? Here's what I would do. I would just go eat at the buffet. Okay, if my kids can't sit there, which they can, but if they can't, you figure out another solution. You do not leave your children in a stateroom on a cruise ship with a phone watching monitors. That is why Abby deleted this post, because she's getting panned by not only her haters, people who like her, and the cruise ship people. I'm going to show you the thing in a second. Yeah, Madeleine McCann is still missing. As of 2024, the case remains open. The focus has been on Bruckner, with ongoing efforts to gather more evidence against him. Despite searches and new leads, Madeleine's fate remains unknown. The McCann family, Kate and Jerry McCann, have continued their campaign for answers, maintaining hope that Madeleine might still be alive, though they've also prepared for the possibility of her death. The cultural impact. The case has influenced discussions on child safety during holidays, leading to changes in how some families vacation and how resorts manage childcare. Clearly, this ship doesn't tell these people not to be a bunch of idiots. Public interest has highlighted issues of media portrayal, public judgment, and the emotional toll on families of missing children. Here's the thing. Now, what they're probably going to do when they get panned for this and when they get like roasted for this, because this is just the beginning of it, this just happened, is they're going to say this. Person can take our kid, but we're all on the same ship together. We're likely going to find our kid. Okay, let's just say for a second that's the case. It might not be the case, because it would be easy to take a child, do whatever you want, maybe throw it overboard, maybe kill it, put it in a suitcase and take it off with you. I'm not joking, and I'm not trying to be super morbid, but I'm trying to scare people. Yeah, I am trying to be morbid. I'm trying to scare you. Okay? A million things can happen, and you might never, ever find that child. Okay? You might never, ever find the child. And they're babies. Yeah, that's the thing. They're babies. One is 2, I think. One is just, 4 months old? 5 months old? Wait, 6 months? How old is it's been maybe a year? I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments how old their children are. But they're definitely old enough to stay alone in a damn cruise room by themselves. The fact that they not only did this, but posted to millions of people as well, shows you just how stupid they are. They really thought they did nothing wrong here. Yeah, this is a good point, Noodles. Even adults who go missing on cruise ships are never found. Maritime law and where it happened. Yeah, like people fall over, people don't know where they went. This happens a lot, guys. It's not something once in a blue moon. It happens a lot. I have a hard time leaving my dogs at home for the afternoon. Okay? I couldn't. I told my wife they did this because we're cruisers. That's what we are. My wife would kill my ass if I even suggested this. What could they do if they saw someone steal their kid? Especially if you don't know how dark a cruise room can be, unless they have lights on, which they might, never know. But they probably have the lights off. That is pitch black in there. And what's to say someone comes in the room and sees that their FaceTime camera is on and just turn it off? Like, they could come behind the camera, turn it off, and just take kids. That's how easy that is. What if they woke up and one of the parents wasn't there? They would be so scared. That's true. People leave their baby sleeping in the other room all the time, though. I'm confused. The other room? Sure. You mean at home? Of course that happens. They're on a cruise ship, literally full of thousands of people in the middle of the ocean. You don't do this. Are you, Jennifer? I'm wondering if you're trying to say, hey, this is normal. No, this is not normal. Yeah, it's not 10 minutes away, and like, there's too many creeps. And here's the kicker. Are you ready? Because they were recognized on the ship. And this is why it's super dangerous, and likely why Abby did delete her post, because of this post right here. Get ready. Buckle up. I was on Matt and Abby's cruise and saw them a handful of times. I first saw them on the first day when I was walking in the pool deck. They walked past me and they each had one kid. Nothing really happened. Abby had an RBF. I don't know what that means. Real bitch fit? Is that what that is? I don't know. Resting bitch face. I saw Matt a couple of times with the grandparents, but not Abby, and no kids. They did karaoke a few times. Matt sang a song from Shrek. I have a video. I saw Abby on the pool deck with both kids and the grandparents, but no Matt. I then saw them in line at the airport. Nothing of significant value of info-wise. I thought it was interesting how Abby seemed to be with the kids more often and rarely spent time together with Matt. Especially, I thought it was odd that they didn't stay in the same room together either. That's weird. I don't know. I thought it was interesting to see them in real life. I don't necessarily like or hate them, but I thought I could share what I saw. Now, the reason that this is important, everybody, is because these aren't just two little kids that are on a cruise ship. These are two very famous people who have a following of something like a combined 5 to 7 million people that follow them, and were recognized on the ship by at least somebody who was posting on Reddit. Do you hear what I'm saying now? Somebody recognized them. Those kids are famous because those parents are famous. Are you starting to catch on now? Grandparents were there, likely eating at the table with them, because in most cruises, you have a seating time where you eat dinner, and they're probably sitting with their grandparents. So what they should have just done was one night, grandparents watch the kids while they go for dinner. The other night, Matt and Abby, they go up to the buffet, and the grandparents get dinner. That's the only way you do this. Or 3 of them go out to dinner, and one of them watch kids, and then the next night you just rotate. That's just how you do it. Seriously, I wouldn't leave my child alone in a hotel room and go to the lobby. Kids can have an unknown condition. Like, what if they choked? What if they saw anything? Anything, man. If these people recognize them, so did others, and they had no kid. This is what I'm saying. They are recognizable. So let's just say one of the predators that watches them, because there are many, and I promise you that, is looking for a moment of fame or something crazy. And they see them at dinner, and oddly, there's no children there. Real weird, that. You know what I'm saying? They were followed around by people. People were taking pictures of them, videoing them singing at karaoke bars. Okay? They were followed around. I honestly believe Abby deleted the post because that person admitted she saw them on the cruise ship. And Alina, you hit the nail on the head. Okay? Kids' safety is always important, but rarely do family vloggers ever put their kids' safety first. Actually, never. Because when they exploit children for cash and put them on the internet without their consent, they are literally putting them in danger every day. They don't care about the safety of their children. Anybody who puts their child online in this capacity where they're famous, and now I know that Matt and Abby don't as much anymore. I know that. Okay? They put emojis over their face and that kind of stuff. But they don't. Anybody who can exploit children, do not put their kids first, is what I'm saying. What if there's a fire? Yeah, this is a really good point. Because if you're on a cruise ship, okay, and there's an emergency, you're not going to be able to run back to your room, okay? There's a thing called muster, and the alarm goes off, and you are immediately directed outside. Now, of course, I would punch and knock over anybody getting in my way to get back to my room, of course. But if there was a massive emergency, it would be way harder to get back to the room, first of all. And then you'd have to tell somebody why you're going back to your room. This should literally be banned from going on cruise ships. Okay? Yeah, they can afford it. Yeah, exactly. So there's no way they can't. They should have just hired a nanny to come on the cruise with them. Seriously. It's just insanity, everybody. Imagine an alarm going off and the baby's waking up scared and alone. This is another thing. Abby knows what she did was absolutely ballsack, and she deleted it, and it is just starting. I promise you, the pushback is just starting. Let me look for the other post. Where is it? Oh, where is it? Oh, I think it's up here. Hold on. That post is blowing up on Reddit. They wish they didn't do this. Here's the thing. These people are so stupid too. Like, why would you post that? Like, why would you post that? These people think they're so above everything. You don't think you're going to get in shit for that? You don't. First of all, they post it because they think it's cute. And it's like, look what we did. We're so smart. I kid you not. Here it is. I love cruise ship Facebook groups and stuff like that. God forbid toddler could have opened the cabin or balcony by door. Some people do not deserve kids. This is funny because I got to show you this. Cruise ship like forums are hilarious because this always happens. I'm just going to say it. Thank you to the parent who let their kid shit in the splash pad as if one splash pad wasn't enough. They let them do it in the second one because both not only non-potty trained pads to close. Way to ruin countless kids and parents' last day in the ship. Both pads have been shut down for 3 hours. The small pad is almost open at the time of this post, but a large pad will still need to finish training. There are so many kids that crap in the pools at cruise ships. It would blow your mind. Okay, it's crazy. And barf happens and people have sex and like they get caught having sex in like hot tubs and they have to shut that down and clean it out. Takes hours, man. Takes hours. So anyway, look for the other post. Okay, here it is. So on this post, it's under Royal Caribbean. Influencers leave their kids in the room unattended. Y'all, do not do this. They left their kids unattended. And this is on the cruise ship page. And it's got 183 freaking comments. Look at this. For those of you asking for a crumb of context, Matt and Abby are big TikTokers. One son is 2 and the other is 1. 2 and 1. Despite their following, they are pretty disliked, especially Matt. Now that is an understatement of the century. How did the grandparents think it was okay? These people are stupid, man. They raised these morons. So here's the issue, is that Matt is the person knows that Matt is really disliked. And Matt is more disliked than Abby because Matt is actually the fame hungry asshole. We know that Abby doesn't even want to be really on the internet. She likes the money and everything else, but she had her choice. She'd like to be rich without being famous. Matt loves the attention, wants it, craves it, wants to be a singer, is not good enough to be a singer. He's just not good enough to make it. His songs, I mean, he's not a bad singer, don't get me wrong. He's a talented guy, but his songs are shit. Okay. And he keeps like mispronouncing shit like library. Anyway, he's very, very hated individual. You'd think they'd learn by now. You think. Goes on, says that they're at that age. I would consider this unacceptable. Younger infants in a crib, meh. If they aren't too far away, how much trouble can get them before you rush back to the room? I don't care. No, you don't leave them in there. Some people are like, yeah, that's fine. That's because these assholes probably left their kids in their rooms on the cruise ships. Did they mention the onboard nursery? Why wouldn't they just utilize royal babies and tots? I know it's a charge, but it's like $6 an hour. There you go, everybody. Listen to that. There is a nursery on board this cruise ship that's like $6 an hour, and they refused to do that. They refused to put their child in a nursery so they go eat dinner. Instead, left them alone in a room with monitors on and a FaceTime camera on the monitors. They thought they were being all tech savvy. Jeez. So it was like $10 to $20 an hour for two. So I'm guessing they were cheap and didn't book time. Probably call security. I assume the parents were taken somewhere and were hurt and not able to someone help. Hi, I'm on the Matt and Abby Snark page. They did use the nursery so they wouldn't have their parents to parent their children, but they were having to leave dinner to pick up their kids because the children would be sad at the nursery. So instead of bringing them to dinner, I guess they decided to leave the children in the cabin by themselves. They no longer offer in-room sitting, which I'm mentioning, by the way, not defending these folks, just because I saw your comment. It's insane that they did this. As a parent, you just need to suck it up and eat in the buffet with your kids or work around them when on vacation. We just switch nights to go out, so one of us is in the room with them and the other goes out. We pay the cheap rate for child minding. It was $10 an hour when we last went. It's not expensive if we want to do stuff as a couple. Yeah, there's people just like saying, hey, I feel like a lot of comments are underreacting to this. I immediately thought Madeleine McCann being on a cruise ship full of people you don't know and being in your own backyard is so different. I'm on a vacation with my 21-month-old right now, and I wouldn't dream of leaving him in the apartment while I go to the restaurant. So again, it's blowing up. This is going to screw them up. They've been half like panned and canceled like 20 times. Okay. It's just keeps getting worse with these two. There's never a wake-up call. They don't care. She posted this and she hates that it's exploding like this because it's just another reason to show how bad they are as parents. Hundreds of staff that work on the ship have access to those rooms. They know a famous fam are on board. See, they're alone. Predator's dream. My God. Yeah, they do. Lots of people have access to all the rooms. And if a predator was savvy enough anyway, he could get access to the room. Who knows how many times they left their babies at home alone and just watch the monitors? Unacceptable. And like, let's not even like, we can talk about it a little bit, but Matt and Abby have been like, Abby has been literally complaining about this vacation and it's pissing me off. Okay. First of all, she gets to go on a vacation, which in this climate, in this day and age, very rarely do people get to do anymore. Okay. People can't even buy bread and eggs. Okay. And they're out like vacationing and all Abby does is effing complain. Literally just like, oh my God, the room is small. She said this didn't last long. 5 minutes after this, we had to leave dinner to get our 1-year-old from the nursery because he was sad. 15 minutes after we dropped him off, had to have a kid-free dinner. She's complaining about this on the internet. Me walking into the formal dining room every night, wondering if we will make it through the meal with the kiddos or be taking it to go. She's posting. Why don't you just be better parents? You ever thought about that? Had to leave dinner early to bring some things up to the nursery. They just keep complaining about having to leave dinner. That's all they're complaining about. They wanted a cruise ship, which so many people in the world will never be able to do. It is a very, very, very expensive thing to do. Very fun, and it's amazing. So many people will never be able to do this. And all they do literally is complain about it. I'm not joking. I messaged her and said, your first mistake, asshole, was not taking your kids on a Disney cruise. Again, which I said at the beginning of the show, kids would don't even want to hang out with you. There's Disney. Okay, and Disney cruises are made for families and children. Literally, there's not even a casino on board. You can't smoke. It's like cleaner than you could eat off the floor anywhere on a Disney cruise. Okay, they are world-class. Probably, I've been on 5 different cruise lines. Disney is by far the best, by far the most expensive, but the best. Okay. And the kids, it's made for children. These people are like, idiots. Cruise ships offer room service. Every cruise ship I've ever been on has room service. Takes a little while though. And it's really bad food. I saw a Reddit post that said the babysitting service was full at night. That's why they left the kids in the room. Okay, well, it's full. Then you take your kids with you. There is no excuse. What she did here, and she knows she's wrong. And you know how we know she knows she's wrong? Because she deleted the post. I don't even trust the kids club, but I'm paranoid. My husband is law enforcement, so that doesn't help. I've got a Disney cruise booked for next month in Australia. I have a feeling I will barely see my daughter. If you put your daughter in kids club at Disney, like they are, bye, mom, piss off, see ya. And it's very safe. Here's a couple of tricks and tips too if you're going to travel with your children. So if you're wearing shoes or have something, make sure you put trackers on your children, okay? Absolutely. Keep on speaking out for the kids who can't. Thank you for all you do. Yeah. Never take your eyes off your children anywhere on a vacation ever. Just don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. It's not worth it because yours could be that one. Okay? And that's the worst nightmare. It could be the one. You think these Madeleine McCann's parents think this was going to happen? No. They never thought of it. That's just stupid. I can't believe they did that. But that did not cross their mind. Don't let your kid be the one. Okay? Never take your eyes off your damn kids. Yeah, they have bracelets built-in air tags for kids. My kids have those, but a predator will take that off a child. So there's sneaky ways you can put air tags inside kids' clothing, inside the shoes, and the toe of their shoe. You can unzip it open and put an air tag in it. There's ways you can track your children. Air tags, though, if your predator has an Apple phone, it'll tell you that there's an air tag nearby. And if they can't find it, maybe they'll just abandon the kid. But at the same time, find different types of trackers. I'm a server and I saw a couple of FaceTime with their children while they were eating. I could help but look at them a little funny. So the Madeleine McCann case, I just read it if you want to go back and watch it, but I'll tell you real quick. It's just a case that happened in Portugal. Parents were eating about 55 yards away. Their kid was in their room sleeping, and a person came and took the kid. That's what they think. Literally, the kid's been missing ever since. That's it. Don't ever, why take your kids on a vacation if you're just going to leave them alone? That's insane to me. Just to go eat dinner? If also, what kind of parents are you that you can't just have well-behaved kids? Look, I know kids aren't always well-behaved, and sometimes it's really difficult. But like, I'm speaking about this from a perspective of a dad who's just like has never put up with anything else. Like, my kids would never misbehave at dinner. Have never misbehaved. Never once. Look, maybe bring your iPad if you have to. Then let them have a little screen time. Maybe that'll shut them up. I don't know. But my kids would never, because I'm a parent that parents my kids. Oh, it makes me angry. Yeah, but Madeleine McCann wasn't on a cruise ship. She was at a hotel. Yeah. I don't even let my teenager leave my side at Target. I mean, I lost my mom at Kmart once when I was little, and it was like traumatic. I still remember being traumatized. I lost my mom. Two of my kids are extremely well behaved. My 5-year-old is 80 and can't help it. So you just have to accommodate. Just have to accommodate, man. This won't. Nothing's going to cancel anybody. You can only be canceled if you want to be canceled. This isn't going to cancel them. It's going to cause them some disturbance for sure. It's not going to cancel them. Maddie's parents gave her and her siblings medication so they would sleep while they were out. Maybe don't drug your kids if you want to go for dinner. That's probably not a good idea either. Yep. If someone did this and went to the gas station a mile away, they'd be charged with child neglect. It happens all the time. Likely they were in their playpens. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Now everybody's gonna be wanting to hear what and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna just brush it off. They're gonna be like, "Huh, it's so silly. Everybody just breaking down over nothing," and they're gonna just gloss it over like it's not a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay, this is a big deal. Yeah, they don't care. But it doesn't give them. They're not going to be like long-term influencers because they already are very, very hated. That can't last forever. Okay, you can't be a like a villain forever. Eventually, people are just gonna be like, "I don't care anymore. I'm just not going to watch you." Like, they're not good people. They are not. They're terrible people. Yeah, they're gonna say something like that, and then, but they've got their witnesses that saw them there, so we'll see. But if the parents are in the next room, why would they just not be in the same room as the kids? I don't think grandparents would do that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. How does Matt leave Abby alone with both kids multiple times? What else was more important than his family? He was probably auditioning, rehearsing for his karaoke, his big reveal on the ship. You know, he went to do karaoke, so people would be like, Matt, you're so good. Can I have another song? No one gives a shit, man. Okay, no one cares. Yeah, I mean, right after here. You know what I'm going to do after this, everybody? I'm going to go live and we're going to watch episode 3 of the Mormon Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because I want to watch it too. I got a little time. It's only 9 o'clock. We can watch it together. You want to do that? Anyway, I wanted to come on and just talk about this Abby case because it's crazy. Don't let them get away with it. You make sure you let them know in their comment sections how wrong it is that they did this. And you know they're going to post a video of this cruise. You know they're going to do it. And they're going to turn the comments off. You know it. You watch. Mark my words. That's what's going to happen. Anyway, head over to Rumble. I'll post on my comments, my YouTube comment page, where the live is. We're going to watch episode 3 of the thing. Is that cool with you guys? All right, let's go do it. I'll see you over there.